Happy day, and welcome to the Sheila C. Hill Show. And that C stands for come on in this room and have a sit down so we can chit chat just for a little while. Listen, the Sheila C. Hill Show is the ultimate go to podcast for ambitious individuals who want to live a more fulfilling and successful life to get valuable insights, expert tips, and inspiring stories to help you improve your lifestyle, grow your business, and enhance your emotional well being. Listen, in every episode, you're going to gain practical tips and insightful wisdom in the company of a supportive community of like minded individuals whom I call Sheila's Thrive Tribe, baby. Yes, that's who we are. So, you want to join the Thrive Tribe? Hit that subscribe button and join us. Listen, because this is where it's at. This is where it's at. Now, if you are new to the show, listen, I am your host. I am Sheila C. Hill, and I would just like to say hello, hola, bonjour, como está, ni hao, howdy, and what's going on, my family? Listen, go call Mama Nim, Sister Nim, and tell them come on and check out the Sheila C. Hill Show because this is where it's at. Because it's a special episode. I'm so excited. Woo, 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 woo. Let me get my little clapper. Y'all know I love my clapping. Yes. Now, I always tell you I bring the best guests in the land. I know. No applause, no applause. But today, it is an awesome opportunity for you to hear some dynamic speakers. We are spotlighting individuals who took the challenge. What challenge do you ask? The 30-day live challenge on Facebook. Listen, this wasn't just your regular old live challenge. It was a challenge that challenged just not just going live, but also to improve your business, your branding, your visibility, engagement, all of the above and more. So we have this opportunity. I'm so excited that we have 100% that passed the challenge. Let's go. Yes, we have 100% passing rate. That is so awesome. And they passed with flying colors. I'm so excited to have them as my esteemed guests on tonight. So you're going to hear several parts of this episode, okay? So it's probably be about 4 parts just to give you a little warning. But I want you to just sit back, relax, and enjoy the speakers. I want you to contact them. If anything resonates with you, anything that they've said, I want you to go and follow them. In the show notes, we do have all of their information. We have their social media handles, we have their websites, their business information, and then also any offers that they have. I really want you to follow them and check them out because they are the real deal. Listen, they have the stamp of approval from who? The Sheila C. Hill Show. So, yes, that means a lot because we don't play around here. You hear me? Okay, so we're going to get started with our first guest on today. We're so excited all the way from the DMV. We're going to bring to the stage Miss Sinie Duncan. Give her a hand. Come to the stage, Miss Sinie.
Hello. Woo-hoo. First of all, Sheila, I don't think I can say this enough to you. Thank you for hearing God's instructions and following through. That's from my heart to yours. I really appreciate everything that you have done, putting this platform together. That's all. Like, what more, right? Well, as Sheila stated, my name is Sinie Duncan. I am a minister, a mom, an artist, and an entrepreneur. I currently live in Washington, D.C. I'm a native. And I joined this challenge at the behest of one of my really, really, really good friends, Miss Jennifer Hogue, who had already passed and succeeded in her challenge. And so when I took on this challenge, my head was like, oh my God, oh, I can get up here and I can show my art. and I can do this, and I can make $1 million in sales in 30 days. But what happened in that 30 days was completely the opposite of what I had expected. The point that what I found in myself was a need to not push forth my work, but to get to the point where I was rebuilding my community. And so I deemed myself in the 30-day challenge, your self-proclaimed generational curse breaker. That's my new moniker. That's who I am. That's what I believe. It became important. It's always been important to me that my community is made whole. And right before we started the 30-day challenge, it came to my mind that in less than 60 days prior to me starting this challenge, I had been aware of 4 women that I am directly connected to who had lost their sons to gun violence. It shook my whole spirit. I mean, to the point that I couldn't function. And the fact that I am a mom of a young man was even more of a reason for me to start working to connect back into my community, not in a way where I am taking from it, but finding a way to give back to it. And of course, there are a million things that city governments do and things like that, but my focus became, how do we heal the children? How do we fix them? Not fix them in a way of programming them, but heal them in a way that they wake up with hope in their hearts, that they wake up remembering what they wanted to be when they were 7 years old, and finding the gumption to go after it, to change their mind about what it is that they are doing out here in these streets. And then on top of it all, I recognize that me wanting to heal everybody else meant I also needed to be healed. So the 30-day challenge actually allowed me to open up and say a lot of stuff about a lot of things that happened in my life that had some effect on me. I like to say I'm bruised but not broken. And so here we are, 30 days in, and one of the most getting goosebumps just thinking about it. One of the best parts of completing this 30-day challenge was that it wasn't just a challenge to see if I could get people to show up on my Facebook. It became a lesson in consistency for me that is now something that I am taking into the rest of my life, because I don't know about too many other people, but I am I had been consistency challenged. I would start something and be like, nope, I don't feel like doing it no more. But this challenge and having an accountability buddy was just like, no, we don't have any excuse. We don't have any excuse not to finish. We don't have any excuse not to go on every day for the next 30 days. We are, and oh my God, by the time it was all said and done, personally, I feel that I had broken free of so much of my own personal bondage. All of the things that I could imagine that were holding me down and things that I knew I needed to let go of, I was able to do it without fear and without discomfort in this 30-day challenge. One of the things that I recognized the most was, or that I actually talked about in one of my lives, was in order for me to heal, I had to tap into those things from my past that positively and negatively affected me. And one of those things was the relationship with my mother. And I had to recognize and talk about the fact that I recognized that in her growing up, she didn't have what I had. She didn't have a support system to groom her and to prune her. She started life early and she never got to be in my shoes. So that she wasn't a toxic person, but she was a woman who didn't get to live the life that I get to live. So I'm learning to love her right where she is, letting go of all of the things that she didn't do, all of the things that I wish she had done, um, all of the understanding that I wish she had about who I am. And again, this 30-day life challenge gave me the boldness to say those things out loud. Wait, sorry. It gave me the strength to say it out loud, to talk about the things that happened in my life that I didn't have the option of controlling. And now I know that I am in a position to control the things that I can and let go of those things that I don't have control over. So I can stop getting these gray hairs because they are popping up like wildfire. And I am not here for that. Okay, so this 30-day life challenge has brought out so many things in me. Yes, I still want my art to sell. Yes, I still want to be a great artist. Yes, I want to have the next $400 million painting somewhere in someone's gallery. But until I can find a way and I can stand firm on the fact that I am pouring into my community and finding a way to heal those things that need to be healed, my art is going to not take a backseat, but it's going to slow down because this challenge really opened up my eyes to what it is that I want for me, for my son, for all of the people attached to me, for my neighbors, for their kids. And yes, I want to beautify people's homes, but I also want to beautify their lives. So, with all of that being said, um, I'm still a little overwhelmed about everything that has transpired in the last 30 days. The grooming, the encouragement, the support, and to all of my co-laborers on this live, on this Zoom, thank you so much for showing up and for pouring into me. Thank you so much because you have no idea how much your showing up has meant to me. So much. I can literally hear your words of encouragement and just pull through a day because of all of you guys. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Um, I plan on continuing with my lives and being a presence on social media simply because I believe the healing has got to start. And it's got to be done from a place where it's not self glorification, but that it's pure. It's got to be a pure need and want to help people heal. So my name is Sinie Duncan. That is how I show up on my Facebook and my Instagram. There are no extra monikers. My name is spelled S-I-N as in Nancy, I-E. Last name is Duncan. I am there. I always tell people if you want to talk about anything, please, by all means and measures, inbox me. You can send me your number. I can send you mine. We can start a process. We can start a process. And that's my heart to yours. I am finished for tonight. Again, thank you for everyone who showed up and who's participating with us. I hope that anything that I say might stir something in you. I also, side note, well, not side note, actually full note, have a group on Facebook called Boots on the Ground, which is my grassroots initiative to get to these children. In the next couple days, I have several teenagers and some younger children that I've lined up who I'm going to do face-to-face interviews with because I need the world to hear their voices. I need them to be able to speak freely and say what's on their heart so that we can get to the bottom and find a way to resolve a lot of this stuff that's going on in these babies. Yeah, so by all means,
Hold on, Sinie. You're on mute.
I'm sorry, y'all. Somebody was calling me. I apologize. Maybe they
Okay.
saying that I was busy.
All
Okay.
right, you can finish that last moment, last statement. You was on.
Okay. Um, Thank you again for everything you have done. Thank you all for showing up. I hope that something I said has moved you or motivated you. If your community is in your heart, I hope that you will pour into it because it's waiting for you. Thank you all. I'm out. Good night.
Thank you, Miss Sinie Duncan. Woo, from the DMV. That's SINIE Duncan. Please follow her on social media. Listen, she is the self-proclaimed curse breaker. Don't play with her. Do not play. Listen, one person can make a difference, and she's showing you how. She's got her group, Boots on the Ground. Please join it on Facebook if you want to make a difference. Bruised but not broken. Baby, let me tell you, that's a message within itself. Letting go of the past and embrace the future is basically what I hear as you wrap that up. I am so glad that you had the experience and was able to touch on those things. And like I was telling people, it's not just about going live. It's about reaching down and finding more about yourself. Now, listen, baby, when you said beautiful, you want to beautify people's homes and their lives. Come on, let's put that on a t-shirt. Can we say do that? Put it on a t-shirt. Way to go, Miss Sinie Duncan. I really appreciate it. Reach out and follow her on social media, all platforms, Sinie Duncan. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, all the way from the DMV. All right, now we're going a little south. Our next speaker, just getting off the plane all the way from Florida. We have Miss Amy Smith Johnson. Come on to the stage. Woo, woo, let's go.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Facebook family and friends. I thank you so much for your ongoing support during this challenge. Today, I wanted to just stop by and just talk about financial freedom and life insurance. Um, don't want to delve into spreadsheets or dissect mortality tables, but I want to go and embark through an intricate tapestry of our lives. Imagine these threads, vibrant and strong. They're woven together to represent our dreams, anxiety, and the sheer magic of just being who we are, human. I want to highlight two crucial threads that intertwine to create the masterpiece of security, love, which is financial independence and life insurance. Now, financial independence may mean a lot of things to a lot of people, but for me, and I hope for you, it means that you have the ability to make a choice. Make a choice whether or not you get up in the morning or not. It is a choice. You're not dependent upon a paycheck. You have the choice to go and travel. You have the choice to go and take care of loved ones. You have a choice to just do whatever you choose to do. But financial independence, it whispers the promise of freedom. It's not about clocks ticking, but the possibilities of just blooming, doing what you want when you want, because you have set yourself up and your family to become financially independent. What does that mean? We cannot save enough money in order for us to become rich. If you are not aware of what the rule of 72 is, the rule of 72 is how long it's going to take our money to double at a particular rate of return. So if I know that we all have bank accounts and savings accounts, and we know that our interest that we're getting from these accounts is very little. At the end of the year, you may have $6 and some change. But what you need to be aware of is that if you just had 3%, and most banks, or there might be a few that may be given a little bit more than 3, but that is not the norm. But at 3% interest rate, it will take you 24 years for your money to double at 3% interest rate. So if you're not getting that now at your bank, we are not able to go and save enough in order for us to become wealthy. We have to go and look at other vessels and tools in order for us to use, which is investing. Please make sure, if you don't learn anything else, go and see and check out the rule of 72. If you had a 6% rate of return for same $10,000, it's going to take you 12 years for your money to double to $20,000. If you had, and 6% may represent your 401k, anything like that you have through your jobs. If you were had a 12% interest rate, which could be meaning your mutual funds, your stock investments, it will take 6 years for your money to double to $20,000. So as you see, these are things that the banks don't want us to know. Why? Because they're making money off of us. They're taking our money and investing and then only giving you pennies on a dollar. And so why do you want to do that? Just ask yourself. At 3%, which is what we are usually getting, if that, it's going to take 24 years for you to get $20,000. So I want you to go and think about that. But financial independence is not about amassing gold or living in isolation, but it's about crafting a life where income flows from choices and not constraints. It's about waking up to a canvas where passion paints the day and not necessity. This path is rarely sunshine and rainbows. It does take discipline. It takes sacrifice. It takes careful selection of choices that we make. We need to learn to budget, to invest, to make money dance to our own tune. But what happens when the music stops? When illness casts a shadow or life takes an unexpected turn? I know about life taking an unexpected turn. When I was 9 years old, I lost my mother and my grandmother a week apart. In 2021, I lost my sister and my father a few weeks apart. But if they were not set up with life insurance and having financial independence, our family would be devastated trying to take care of them from a burial perspective. So I plead with each of you is to go and make sure that when the unexpected happens, when the storm comes, because it will come, make sure that you are cared for. Make sure that your family is cared for. Make sure, besides the devastation that happens with the loss of a loved one or with someone getting sick, that you are able to move on, to move forward, that you can go and invest in your children's education. You can go in and take care of your loved ones, that you can go on vacation to do whatever you need to do, whatever the goal was or whatever your dreams were. They can still continue if you have financial independence, financial freedom, and life insurance in place to care for that. Financial independence is more than security. It's about freedom to pursue our passions. It's about nurturing our dreams, to create and leave a legacy. The legacy for our children, our children's children. It's about abundance, having the abundance of prosperity. It's about all of those things. It's about breaking our generational curses that some of our families have been in for a while. You be the generational curse breaker. You make sure that for your family, for your children, for your friends, that you go and you educate them and you make them aware of what financial independence and life insurance can do for you. The one thing that I want to leave you with is, as my father would say, if I can go and help, or if I can go and educate someone along the way, then my life won't be in vain. I am Amy Smith Johnson. I am an independent financial representative for Primerica. You can go and contact me at amyjohnson@primerica.com, and I can go and send you, if you email me, I can go and send you a book on how money works. It is for children. We have children books as well, but please go and educate your family on the importance of making sure that in your absence, your family can still live. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you for your support. Thank you, Miss Sheila, for all that you've done for us. I do appreciate it. That is my time. Bye-bye.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It's Amy Johnson. Thank you very much for sharing your story. Thank you for sharing the intimate parts of your story, and really resonated with me as well. And I'm sure many of my listeners, being prepared is so important, and breaking down the rule of 72. Thank you very much for that, because a lot of times people don't hear that. Also, the discipline. Oh my goodness, you really touched on that. It takes so much discipline to be that that generational curse breaker. And also the emergency funds, the debt management, the budgeting. There's so many things involved. So if you need help, in this area for financial freedom, please reach out to Miss Amy Smith Johnson. She is the one for you. Hey, because what she said is, when the storm comes, be ready. And I'm like, you don't have to get ready. Just go ahead and be ready. So contact her, and she can put her email in the comments now, and it will be it's in the show notes as well. Because baby, we need this. Thank you very, very much, Miss Amy. And now we have, all the way from Massachusetts, we have Miss Helena Rucks. Come on to the stage. Let's go.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening. My name is Helena Rucks. A lot of my family call me Lena. I thank God for this platform. I thank God for being here. When this challenge first started, I didn't really have any expectations. I really didn't know what to expect from this. I really thought it was just like, you're going live and you get a couple group chats and that's about it. I would eavesdrop a little bit because my sister, Pretty Brown, did this challenge before me. So I would eavesdrop a little bit on her powwows. And every time I would eavesdrop, I would feel good after listening to them. So I'm like, all right, maybe I should try it. But I still wasn't sure. I was kind of on the fence about it. When my sister had ended up paying for it, I'm just going to pay for it and you about to do it. So I'm like, she's kind of a no nonsense person. If you know Pretty Brown, she's real no nonsense. So if she paid for something, I can't just waste her money. I knew I had to really do it, but I still wasn't really okay, I'm going live, whatever. So I was still okay, I'm going live, and that's really it. I ain't doing none of the other stuff, whatever. Miss Sheila, it was November 20th. I'll never forget. Miss Sheila called me out. She was like, Lena and Bricky, come to the front of the class because you didn't do your live yet. And I'm like, yo, did this lady really just call me out like that? Like, did she really just do this in front of everybody like this? And no one has ever done that to me. Everybody knows, like, I am real, like, you know, into my, like, in my own zone. I'm in my own circle. I really don't bother nobody. Nobody bothers me, you know? So that was really personal for me. But it made me accountable too, because, you know, when dealing with grief, a lot of people tiptoe around you. And I lost my daughter's father 3 years ago. And that was really, really devastating for me. It was really hard for me. And it put me in a really, really depressive state. A lot of times you don't even really know how bad your depression is when you're going through it. You going through it, you know. And I remember my mom and my siblings would say, like, all you do is sleep. All you want to do is be in the bed. And doing this challenge, it really made me accountable. Like, I had to get up. I had to stay active because Miss Sheila want to know what you got going on for the day, you know, and it's live. You can't be like, I slept all day, you know, and she wants 10 minutes out of you. So I got to have at least 10 minutes worth of something to give her on these lives. So I knew I couldn't just play around. She meant business, you know, and she told me that from the time she called me out. So I knew, like, you know, I had to do what I had to do. And in this challenge, it has taught me so much in this live and in my personal life. Like, it has made me so accountable. Like, you don't realize how much you miss out on when dealing with grief. Like, you don't realize how much you rob yourself. And I mean, as far as like even simple things like music, I had stopped listening to a lot of music because that was something that he liked to do, and it would put me in a mood. And I like music today, you know. I'm gonna listen to my music today.
Uh-oh, no, no, no. Oh, she must have got a call. Oh no. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we'll wait for her to come back. Okay, so let's address this calling out. So y'all know me. For those who do not know me, listen. I I can see so much in you, right? So that's one reason I call you out, because I want to call you out to your greatness. Okay? So that's why. And as Tanika said in the comments, that's how I show love. Listen, if I don't see it in you, I'm not going to invest in you. So I see it in you, so I am going to invest in you. Okay? All right. All right, so it looks like Elena came back in. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and finish. It was getting good, girl. Come on.
No.
I don't know what happened, guys. I don't know. That was the devil. But anyways, yes, like this challenge has helped me with everything, even in my everyday life. Like, I had stopped listening to music because it would put me in a mood. But today I listen to my music. You know, the other day I was listening to music and I was jamming, and I'm like, I don't know how I stopped doing this, because I like this. This is a part of my life, you know. And doing that, even just little things, like, you don't realize how much you rob yourself. You don't realize how much you take from yourself in grief, to come through. And not just for my kids. I'm always, you know, I'm coming through for my kids, but this group has made me not only come through for my kids, but for myself, to stand up in the paint for myself, to be accountable for myself, you know. Even you guys don't understand, like, I mean, even the doctors, like, I hadn't been to the doctors in 3 years behind this. Like, the person that delivered my daughter with me, you know, my daughter's father was through everything with me, you know, so I hadn't went to the doctors in 3 years. And through this 30 days, I had went to the doctors. Like, I have been to the doctors to get myself checked out. Like, this has helped me in so many ways. It has helped make me accountable. You don't realize how much you lose just from somebody, you know. This has given me a group of people who have been there for me, you know, and they don't know me. They don't know me from Adam, but you can tell the love that they have for you in this group. You could tell the community that they have for you. I thank God for the mission that Miss Sheila had. I know that it wasn't nothing but God that did this for me. You know, I know it wasn't nothing but God. I was stuck. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know where I was going. I was really stuck, you know. If it wasn't about my daughter, I didn't see a way out. And I go outside every day now. Like, I want to go outside. It's not just because I have to take Bricky out. Like, I go outside because I enjoy it. I went out with my family the other day and I really, really enjoyed being there with my family. And that was hard for me. People don't really understand when you lose someone that close, how hard it is just to go on with everyday life, just getting up. And this group has done that for me. I would tell anyone to take Miss Sheila's class. I was saying in the beginning, well, I don't have a business. What am I going to promote? But I'm promoting myself. I'm promoting that after this, after sorrow, there is light. There's light after the tunnel, and you can make it. I had all these dreams before, and I had let them stop, and I still have them today. I wrote a book out of this 30-day challenge. I wrote a children's book for my daughter. I am starting generational wealth for my daughter and my son, and I couldn't have done that without this group. I thank God for this group, and I hope that my story has made it so that if anyone else is going through grief, that that it's I wouldn't say that everything is great. It's not. I still have days where it is not, it's not good. But Miss Sheila gives me the tools to get through and to keep going. So I would definitely encourage anybody else to do that. You can definitely check me out on Facebook. My name again is Lena in Brooklyn. It is not my real name, which is Helena Rucks. It's Lena and Brookie. That is my daughter. But yeah, check me out. I do have a children's book coming out, and it's My Dad Lives with the Angels, because that's all my daughter talks about is her dad living with the angels. So thank you for listening. Again, thank you to my village. My village, thank you so much to this group of people. You guys are great. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are everything to me. Y'all brought me back to life. To my coach, Miss Sheila, thank you so much. God got something special for you. This is amazing. To Tiffany Stitt, you are my mentor, and you are great. You are amazing. You are amazing. Pretty Brown, I couldn't have done this without you. You my ace boom coon, and we're gonna keep rocking this out together. Thank you, everyone. Good night.
I love it. Thank you. I thought you was gonna go to the fans in the balcony, honey. Yes. I love it. Thank you for sharing your story. Thank you for being vulnerable. Thank you very much for taking this challenge. Thank you to your sister, Pretty Brown, for paying it and pushing you. So you must be used to getting pushed. So she pushed you a little bit, then I pushed you a little bit. It takes a village, And when you go through grief, it is a tough thing when you're stuck. And I can speak from experience. When you're stuck, it's hard. You can have people around you, and people can say one thing or another, but you're stuck. And sometimes you just need one little act to get you going. And that's what this challenge has done for you. And listen, if it took me calling you out, baby, to get you unstuck, baby, I will do it again. She had the whole dates that I called out. I love it. And to say that you was consistent enough and persistent enough to the way you talked about loving books, and then you had a desire to write a book, like go for it. And then you wrote a book within these 30 days. That just blows my mind. Kudos to you. I'm so proud of you. All of that grief is something that we all go through, but there's a healthy way to go through grief. And yes, we have the good days, we have the bad days. I'm so glad that you are at a place that you can inspire others as you're going through. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. They think they have to be all the way good before they can affect people. No, baby. While you're running this race, you can help people and inspire them while you're doing it and showing people where you are. So kudos to you, and thank you so much for sharing. I can't wait to get the book. Okay, let us know when it drops, baby, because I'm there. My daddy lives with the angels. That is so nice. Listen, I got chill bumps, honey. Let me woosha moment, right? Okay, because and I love these spotlight summits because it shows more in-depthness of the students, because you share so much on your lives, individual Facebook lives. But when you come together, it really shows how we are so parallel. Our lives they really are parallel. And Kudos. Thank you, baby. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Woo! All right, all right. Here we go. So we have coming to